My name is Angelo Carotenuto. I'm born and raised here in Rome. My mother is American, my father is Italian, so I was raised bilingual. I have been a licensed tour guide in Rome since 2005, and I started my own company called Live Tours, which serves over 300,000 passengers a year, hiring over 500 guides in 25 different destinations across Europe. I got 2 degrees from Occidental College, Los Angeles, California, one in European art history and the other one in theater. I was an actor back in the day, cast in a show called The Magic Flute. 80 American singers coming all the way from the US to perform in Italy. Believe it or not, 6 of them actually never took that flight back home and ended being or becoming tour guides themselves. When I reconnected with them, by chance, I got thrown into the travel world. I followed one of my friends. So she packed me up with a bunch of books, I followed a bunch of tours, and I made it my summer job. And I figured that that was actually what I wanted to do. It was very rewarding, very lucrative. So I went back to college to finish my degree, knowing that there was something in Rome waiting for me. When I returned, a series of life contingencies put me back on track in tourism, and that's how I started my tour guiding career. In the first 6 or 7 years, I made a lot of experiences. I worked for free tours, literally on the side of the Roman Forum, or next to some temple, or in front of St. Peter's Basilica, all the way to tour guiding VIPs or a group of high school children trying to see 12 cities in 10 days on a public bus. So I, got stronger, made a lot of mistakes myself, learned the hard way, and eventually I kind of figured out where I wanted to focus. And I kind of knew what type of traveler I wanted, but most importantly, I had figured out what it meant to be a tour guide for most of the people I had been tour guiding up until that point. I guess the most heartwarming reward I have received is the thousands of reviews while I was an active tour guide. Starting my own company, though, allowed us to understand that what we were doing was being rewarded at an official level. Our tour guides have been recognized to be in the top 1% of all TripAdvisor reviews, which is, again, itself pretty rewarding. I believe it's very important to share knowledge. Now, in my world, there's 2 types of knowledge. There's the academic and the content knowledge that tour guides retain. And I have to say, oftentimes, as academics, feel a little conservative about sharing that. But that's that. Then there's a different part of knowledge that a tour guide should acquire, which is how to do things. As simple as that. It could be public speaking, it could be gestures, it could be cultural sensitivities, storytelling techniques, it could be how to act in public, how to act in unexpected situations. All of this absolutely needs to be shared. To be thrown in the middle of a tour, to become a tour guide from one day to another, you could be the greatest academic, but if you don't have these essential know-hows, you will fail at your job. It is through my experience that I have come to love sharing knowledge and sharing tips and know-hows. So join us on Tipsy.